And we are back. Thanks for clicking on the link. Welcome to Good Energy. Enjoy the content, and everyone have a blessed day. And we're back, guys. Welcome to Good Energy. Another amazing day of tennis. I think today was definitely the best day of tennis out of the entire tournament. And again, another great day for predictions, guys. I'm going to start this thing right off. Let's get into today's predictions. Please like, subscribe, comment below, and donate to the PayPal if you got it. But the first match we're going to get into, that features a seeded player. Yes, we have several unseeded players left in the tournament, but Elena Rybakina versus Petra Martic. Rybakina is the 17th seed in this tournament. She has beat Martic before, that's right. And Rybakina, look, you guys know, heavy, super big racket, and the last time they played was in 2020 at Dubai, and both sets went to a tie break. So we are definitely in for a treat here, ladies and gentlemen. Rybakina this grass season is 4-2, and she's won 7 of her last 10 matches. We saw her beat Zhang, we saw her beat Bianca Andreescu, we saw her beat Coco Vandeweghe. She's playing very, very well. Okay, guys. Petra Martic has won 6 of her last 10, recently beating Jessica Pegula, who she owns, by the way, Kristina Kukova, Shelby Rogers. However, she's got some losses in there that are pretty, questionable, losing to Barrage in Eastbourne, Krunick in Birmingham, the French Open Senakova, that's a match she actually won, was leading for most of the first set, and Bianca Andreescu. But again, like I said, guys, Elena owns a head-to-head, and she's having the better grass season, essentially. But taking a look at these two ladies and what they do best, Elena Rybakina wins 77% of her service games, 30% of her return games, first serves won 72%, super big racket. She saves 62% of her break points when opponents have her in those pressure situations. She converts 40% of her break points. That's going to be huge. And of course, she's a huge server, 5 aces per match, only about 2.5 double faults per match. Petra Martic wins 71% of her service games, only 25% of her return games. She drags out sets, ladies and gentlemen, especially when she's holding. First serves won 67%. When she has her opponents up against the road, she breaks them at 40%, and she saves only 48% of her break points, averages about 4 aces per game, and about 2 double faults per match. That is, I'm sorry guys, per match. Look, this is a match where Rybakina owns a head-to-head, and the reality is I like Rybakina to get the job done again. Yes, Martic had a huge win over Jessica Pegula, but Pegula kind of had a thigh injury going on there. Rybakina is a completely different game plan. I feel the pressure and the heavy forehand from Rybakina. It's going to keep too much pressure on Petra Martic. Petra Martic likes to slow things down, use her athletic ability. She plays a lot of net points. She loves drop shots. She loves to get her opponents on the move. But it's going to be tough to return with that type of pace when Rybakina is just putting so much topspin on the ball and so much power. I think it's just going to affect Martic's game too much. I like Rybakina on the money line. I'm pretty confident about that pick, so that's a lock. Next up, this match here is going to be a heavyweight championship of the world. That's right, Simona Halep, Simo, versus Paula Badosa from the hard-hitting Spain. These two ladies recently played. They played at Madrid, where Paula Badosa just had a horrible outing, and I felt she kind of quit. I had a lot of subscribers say Paula Badosa is an embarrassment to her country, etc., etc. Look, we're not going to go that far. Paula Badosa she's a great champion, And the reality here is she's ranked number 4 in the world. She's doing something right, obviously. She's also the 4th seed in this tournament, and she's going to be taking on Simona Halep, the 16th seed. And look, yes, first match was a blowout, but in terms of the ladies' recent form, Simona Halep, she's won 8 of her last 10. She's hot. Wins over Fretch, Flipkins, Mukova, Amanda Anisimova, Zaydenczak, Senikova, Katie Bolter, Harriet Dart, all good players playing well on grass right now. Paula Badosa, she's won 6 of her last 10, pulling some wins together here that are very impressive. Kvitova, that's a strong win. I would put that win of Kvitova over any of Simona's last 6 wins. Any of them. I also like the win over Yuvan. And look, this is a match here where Simona Halep is the veteran on grass. There's no secret about it. Simona Halep has over twice the experience Paula Badosa has on grass. 46-17 on grass for Simona Halep. Paula Badosa is 14-10 on grass. 3-1 this year on grass for Paula Badosa. 9-1 on grass this year for Simona Halep, and that could be the difference maker in this match. Simona Halep is playing very good on grass, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be tough for Paula Badosa to pull this off. I'm not going to act like it's going to be a walk in the park here. Simona Halep averages 3 aces per match. She gives them all back though with double faults, so but she's going to have to hold her service game. She normally holds about 75% on serve. She wins 48% of her return games. That's an extremely high number, and that's a good stat for her. Very good. When she has her opponents up against the ropes, she breaks them at 56% of the time. Another good stat. And she saves her own break points at 61%. Amazing numbers. Paula Badosa is the better serve, averaging just under 5 aces per match, but she gives them back. Again, 4 double faults per match. She only wins 69% of her service games, which is a little low for a top 4 player, top 5 player, top 10 player. She wins 40% of her return games. Her first serves won 66%. She converts breakpoint opportunities at 46%, and she saves 58% of her own breakpoints. Look, this is a match where I like the over. I like it to go over 21.5 games. That's the best value in this match. If I had to pick a winner, I'd take Paula Badosa to get revenge. The win over Kvitova was very impressive. However, Simona Halep, I don't like going against little Simo. She's fast, she's athletic, she's got one of the best forehands in the business. She can beat Paula Badosa to her spots all day because she's just that athletic. If Paula Badosa is going to win, she's going to have to use that same powerful backhand she used to just establish court position against Kvitova. But nonetheless, Paula Badosa, Naomi Osaka thinks has the best footwork in the business. I like this match to go over. That's the official prediction, 21.5 games. Take the over. And if I had to pick, I'd go with the underdog. All the values on Paula Badosa. Simona Halep is beatable. And this next matchup, Amanda Anisimova versus Harmony Tan. And look, Harmony Tan's ranked 115 in the world. It's a shame she's not going to receive the necessary points to have her crack the top 50. And the same with Amanda Anisimova. She's ranked 25th. She could easily break the low teens if there were points here, but the reality is there's not. These two ladies have played before. They played at the 2019 French Open. Amanda won that in straight sets. Amanda's 5-1 on grass. She doesn't really have a grass career overall, being new to the surface relatively. But Harmony Tan is 6-2 on grass. She's having a great grass season. And Harmony Tan's won 6 of her last 10. Amanda Anisimova's won 8 of her last 10. The win against Coco Gauff, who I said had a great chance to win this tournament. That's a great win for Amanda. Gauff owned the previous head-to-head, one love. And look, Amanda, it's time for her to step up. She's a 20th seed. She started the Australian leg of the tour with a title immediately, and we thought it would be a great year. She's went through coaches. Look, Amanda's a serve and volley player. She plays wide, she stretches the court. That's going to be a disaster for Harmony Tan. If she's able to stretch the court and half her way, there's no way Tan will be successful playing against this type of style. Tan, on the other hand, I can't really say she's a counter puncher because she's not. She's just more of a defensive player that's unconventional. I mean, you can't really explain her style. And this is a match. Look, I think Amanda's going to win this in straight sets. However, I would love to see Harmony Tan beat Amanda Anisimova. I like storybook endings. I would like Harmony Tan to win, but it's going to be a tough feat beating Amanda. This next match is going to be fireworks. Get your popcorn, buckle your seatbelts, because we are going to be in for a ride. Elisa Cornet versus Ajla Tomljanovic. These two ladies have played 4 times. They've split the head-to-head, and let's go over these matches they've played. They've played last year at Wimbledon, and Ajla Tomljanovic got the best of Elisa Cornet, winning the first set. She dropped the second set 6-love, but she would come back, win the third set 6-3. Before that, they played at the Melbourne Gripsland, and Elisa Cornet won that in 3 sets, winning the first set 7-5. She lost the second set 6-1, won the third set 6-3. Then they played at the 19 Indian Wells, where Ajla won that in straight sets, and then they played at the 2013 US Open, where Elisa Cornet won that in straight sets. Ajla's going to be the younger player here, and that doesn't happen often. In terms of height, Ajla's also going to be the much taller player. Both ladies play right hand, and in terms of recent form, both of these ladies getting some very big wins under their belt. Ajla's won 7 of her last 10, which is very, very impressive. The win over Barbara Krejcikova, amazing. The win over Teichmann here at Wimbledon, also amazing. I'm very, very excited about those wins. And she also beat Kontaveit at the French Open in the first round. In terms of Elisa Cornet, the win over Iga is the news of the tennis world, ending her win streak at 37. And that's very huge. That's major. I also like the win over Putintseva. I thought Putintseva would actually beat Elisa Cornet. She beat Kerber at Bad Homburg. She beat Maria, who's playing very good tennis. She beat Ostapenko at the French Open. So Elisa's playing some really good tennis. You can't ignore that. There's no way you can ignore that. It's like automatically, rightfully so, she should be the favorite in this match, which of course she is the favorite in this match. But taking a look at Ajla, look, she averages about 3 aces per match, but she gives back 4 in double faults. Not good at all. She's winning 63% of her service games, 37% of her return games, which is a bit low. When she has the opportunity to break opponents, she breaks them at a 48% rate, which is pretty good considering her service game's a little bit shaky. And when opponents have the chance to break her, she saves half of those breakpoint opportunities for her opponents. Elisa Cornet, she wins 65% of her service games, 34% of her return games. She gets first serve win percentage at 64%. So, again, not that great, but again, that's consistent with her service games. In terms of her breakpoints converted, when she has her opponents in those pressure situations, she breaks out a 44% rate. She saves 51% of her breakpoints. This is a match that's definitely going over. Okay, this match is going over 21.5 games. That's the official lock. Take the over. If I had to pick a winner, I would lean with Ajla Tomljanovic. Elisa Cornet she's a counter puncher, and the problem with that is you need someone to play tennis with you. Iga Swiatek. Now, this might sound a little bit weird to some of you guys, but Iga has good footwork, and she's normally able to dance around her opponents, pick her shots, and hit clean winners. The winners that Iga hits, you rarely see people return them. The same thing with Ajla. Ajla's service game is not the best. It's a little shaky. If she's double faulting, that's going to extend a lot of opportunities to Elisa Cornet to break. And Elisa's service game is not that great as well. In terms of footwork, I do think Ajla, even though she's taller, I think she has better footwork by getting to her spots. Elisa Cornet is a counterpuncher that does require great footwork, yes, but I think the problem here is, unlike Iga Swiatek, right? Unlike, that's a very big word, but unlike Iga Swiatek, Ajla Tomljanovic has a little bit more power in her backhand, and although she's not that consistent with her forehand, she has a lot of power in her forehand. I'd say she's a stronger backhand and forehand than Iga Swiatek. In my opinion, I think she is. She's a very strong hitter. She's very powerful. She packs a very powerful punch, and that has the ability to hit Elisa Cornet off the court. Ajla can easily hit through that counter-punching style that Elisa has. But nonetheless, I like this match to go over, and if I had to pick a winner, I'd pick Ajla Tomljanovic to just hit Elisa off the court. Those are your predictions, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Donate to the PayPal if you can. But this is good energy, guys. Enjoy the matches and join me reporting live coverage for each match.